All the times they are a-changing. Hey, how's it going? Deoxer. Welcome to today's session of Uncharted Waters. Now, where am I going? Here, I actually don't see. Oh, it's way down there. Okay. In the middle of a battle right here. I was playing this a little earlier today. I've been bad. I've played this a little bit off stream. It's just that good. But Deoxer, I hope you're well. What's going on with you? What's new? What have you been playing recently? Lots of people on that new Res Evil I've seen. Call me crazy, but I'm looking forward to playing the highest critically rated, the best rated Pokemon game of all time, Pokopia. I'm a sucker for life sims and farming sims and stuff like that. I'll admit, I'm not proud of it, but I'll admit it. Okay, we got to take down. This is a pirate, actually. He's got his eyes closed, so you know it's gonna go bad for him. Oh yeah. Okay, he's using a bast-aired sword, so I think that's a striking sword. Working on taxes. Ooh, that's always fun. I usually have somebody else take care of it, like you pay somebody to do it, because I just don't want to do it. And N64 flash cart design. Tell me more about that. What's that all about? Now let me also pull this up because I can't remember. There it is. Okay, bastard sword, I'm guessing, is going to be either a heavy sword or a fencing sword. So I'm going to guess he's going to strike. I'll dodge. What the heck? Oh, he lashed. So I guess it's a lashing sword? Maybe. It's hard to tell. Let's try another thrust here. Don't parry. Oh, he's dead. Ah, no, he's fine. How's it going, Major Rage TV? How are you today? How's everything going? How was the trip to the doctor? And Dan, dang, done it. How the heck are you? Oh, not starting over. No. I don't think I could start over on this one. Maybe as a new character, but no, we're doing pretty good. We're far into this game at this point. Ah, darn it. You wasted my thing. Let me try a dodge here. Ah, fool of a took. Sometimes these are real easy, sometimes they're not. That's got to be it. Oh, so close. It's good we have surgery scheduled for next month. So, oh, so I've had some of that done. I mean, my thoughts and prayers with you guys. I hopefully that that goes well. I've been there. I hope you guys do okay. I'll keep asking about it too. Dan, I thought you would be excited to start over because this is a fast-paced and fun game. It is a fun game. I don't know about fast-paced. I actually really do want to play a Catalina campaign though. That is that she's the pirate character. But I don't know that I'm going to do it immediately after this Keone run. Let's see. The cart will be quite affordable compared to other options on the market currently. It has limitations, of course, limited memory. Piecing a lot of different products together and make it a viable product. So you're selling an N64 flash cart then? Is that right? That's pretty cool. So where are you going to be able to sell this? Are you doing like a Kickstarter, an Indiegogo, or are you pairing with like a third party group? That sounds really cool. Let's see. We'll try this lash here. He was gonna parry anyway. Oh, come on. Ding. There we go. This ought to do him in if he doesn't. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's really cool, Deoxer. Let me pull up that. Let me check this out, because actually I've got a very specific question for you. Right, okay, so I know you from Twitter. People's usernames are different all over the place, so I didn't recognize you. So this is really cool. This is super cool. I'm gonna look at some of this stuff afterwards. I do have a very specific question for you. What do I need to do to find something that's like this, like a flash cart that you could plug into the original thing? I want one that has the full lineup of Super Famicom games on it. Do you sell something like that already? Is there's a place you would recommend? Like, to my mind, I sort of think of EverDrive, but like I've looked at some of those and could be like $100. But I want to be able to play Super Famicom RPGs on my original hardware, especially if there's something built in that translates them. But I'm not really sure how to go about that. I haven't put much thought into that at all. So maybe you have some thoughts? Yes, we seized 24,700 gold pieces and a ruby scepter from those scurvy dogs. Okay, now's the part where we get to take a bunch of their stuff. And we'll just we're not gonna care too much about this. We're mostly pretty full too, so and most of these are not carrying any goods, which is a little sad. But at least we get a lot of free food and a free ship. But I need to find. So here's what we're doing today, just so everybody knows. And I've been forgetting to state this in advance. But we are aiming to build up my combat rating as Keone, as well as capture a few more ships. But I'm going to need to recruit more captains. Oh, why are we moving so slow? Something weird's going on here. Oh, because most of these dudes got slain, huh? Okay, let me turn around here, and we'll limp back to Lisbon because it's right here. Most legitimate Western shops are reluctant to sell with ROMs. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. EverDrive, pretty much your option. Not super knowledgeable about all the flashcards. Sure, translations available. You can get the ROMs, then apply a translation patch. Okay. Multiple flavors of the EverDrive for the SNES, depending on the features you want. Some of the higher end EverDrives will apply the patch for you on the fly. So you know there's how to merge them. Okay. So something, if you could recommend a specific product among those, I would be indebted. May be a route that we decide to go after finishing off the Super Nintendo RPGs. Maybe doing Super Famicom ones. But kind of seeing how that plays out. And talking about this yesterday, I know for a fact I don't want to collect. I don't want to collect all of the Super Famicom carts like I did for the SNES carts. Like, I think they'd be fairly cheap, but that's a lot of space. So last time I checked, actually, let's see, I should have a list here still. So if you give me a second, I can pull that up for you. When I went to look, I think, and again, this is not really remembering, but you're looking at like 100 or so Super Famicom RPGs that were exclusive to Japan. We're talking no official English translation in their time. Some of them got remakes and things like that, like Trials of Mana, Live Alive. See if I can't find this real quick for you. Yeah, here was a list I started building. I don't think this is exhaustive yet. Yeah, here's a list of 111 RPGs that I found that were unique to this Super Famicom. And this is everything from Akazukin Cha-Cha to Ys 5. But it includes things like Tales of Phantasia, Seiken Densetsu 3, the Dragon Quests, the Fire Emblems, the Bahamut Lagoon, a lot of the fan favorites. Would love to play those. And I was thinking about AI translation as well. I feel like that's controversial enough that I would just avoid it out of principle. I think as a tool, so my thoughts on AI are just basically treat it as a tool, not a creature. So I think on that principle, I would be okay with it if it was reliable enough. But I also think that, you know, that would attract a lot of controversy for sure. So yeah, at least 111. And I know that's not an exhaustive list. So we're looking at a lot of games. A lot of games. Like, to put that in perspective, that's about as many RPGs as are on the English PS1. The PS1 known for having a ton of RPGs. But just a ton of them never came out of Japan on the Super Famicom. It's crazy. Dan, you could just suggest something specific. I would appreciate that. The Cadillac of the SNES flashcard world is FX Pack Pro. Okay. Hey, could you Sarge, how are you? Could you send me a link to that as well on a DM or something? Oh, you sent me a link right there, Dan. I appreciate that. Was that the thing that you were thinking of? The same thing, Dan, you were thinking of as Sarge? We're putting it out there for others. Yeah, I mean, this would be working towards a book. And I've tried to be as candid as possible about what I'm using for the books that I'm writing right now, which is original hardware, English, you know, official English translations. Super Everdrive is pretty solid. I think Dan has it covered. Had a SD2 SNES for years. Fantastic. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I would definitely go the route of emulation for the Super Famicom games in as authentic a form as possible. Yeah, I don't think it would go over amazingly. Especially, too, and I'm already anticipating this. When I republish Volume 1 and go to publish Volume 2, no matter where I ultimately do that, people will still be mad. People will still want to do witch hunting and stuff like that. There's nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. But, you know, depending on the nature of how I do it, I can be a little more blunt in how I deal with them. If apologies need to be issued, that's fine. But if I need to tell people to get lost, then I need to tell people to get lost. Okay, that's right. This is what I was coming in here for. I need to restock my crew members. So that's definitely an option, right? Is doing Super Famicom RPGs after this. Now, I've also had my eye on NES RPGs, Game Boy RPGs, and PS1 RPGs. Now, of those, I think that NES would be the most affordable to collect for, trying to play original hardware and whatnot. PS1 sounds like it would be pretty difficult to collect all of the RPGs for that system. So that's a little unfortunate there for sure. Let's see. I don't think I needed this many men, but we'll go ahead and fill that boat out. We're gonna get this one up to 60 again. Oh, no, that's not right. I forget. It's like not like you're adding it on. You're getting a total here. There you go. Actually, that's fine. That's all I need, I think. Everybody there is good. Let's see. I mean, all the way above there was very retro stuff. Yeah. No, I do as well. I don't do hardware emulation, Sarge, because I don't think I need to, but I definitely do plenty of emulation. For the sake of this book, though, I wanted to do real carts, so it's as close to the original experience as possible. Hope the innovator will prompt a larger public comment. No, I don't think that my initial accusers would do it again. I think that the witch hunters at large would do it again, though, for sure. Because that's the angry and anonymous, and the angry anons will always be angry. Wesley, thanks very much. Hey, I gotta share this too. So I just finished having a conversation with the wonderful Wesley Shantz here. Got to make an appearance on his podcast. We talked about the book's content in quite a bit of depth, and it feels like a good companion piece to the discussion that I had with the folks at Retro Logic. So if you're interested in hearing about a lot of the what went into the book, its origins, how it was put together, some thoughts on the games themselves, some of the controversies about the specific content within the book, and then give that a listen when it comes out. Wesley says here you should have the audio up later, so I will let everybody know once we've got that available to share. I think it was an excellent conversation. I think we chatted for nearly 2 hours, so it was a good, robust conversation as well. And not and you guys know me by now. This is like I don't do I liked it and just leave it at that. Like I want to have really, meaty conversations about these games as much as I can. So I hope you look forward to that. Baron, welcome. Congrats on Arithmetician. First in our hearts, as always. But yeah, as far as blowback, I don't think any of the initial accusers would do anything. But certain folks will always witch hunt. That's what they do chronically. And what we saw actually was a lot of the latter controversy was being driven by a few key actual internet activists, people putting that in their bio. So there was a handful of people that made it way bigger than it needed to be. I am looking for captains, so we're gonna check here. Why do I have to be so controversial? I don't know. No, I do know. It's having opinions. It's weird because we live in a world where social media magnifies people's opinions, and yet you can also get crucified for having an opinion. So it's a very, very bizarre thing. This guy's available. So we'll go ahead and hire him. Oh, what do you mean? I wonder if it's because we've been picking on Spain. I wonder if that's why. I'm also going to check one more thing in Bordeaux. We're going to go up here and... Well, two things. I want to check... Oh, this is the Round Earth Society. Never mind. I want to check if you can turn the treasures that you pick up into the Cartographers Guild. But I don't see it here, so I'm going to check here. Glad you're around, Baron. How's things going for you? Better equipped to push back? For sure. And, if I'm publishing solo, I could tell somebody to get lost, but there's dynamics with, a lot that makes that more difficult in, say, a more traditional route. Okay. Dan says maybe haven't already, might not hurt to try reaching out to the person privately. Oh, yeah. So, Dan, that's a good point. The initial accuser and myself exchanged private words. I did not get a response to my message, but I responded to his initial message. So we both accepted each other's apologies, and that was, to my mind, that's the extent of it. But it wasn't for a lot of people, obviously. So that's why he wouldn't sail with me. Okay, so I don't have, you can't turn in treasures here. Yeah, it's good enough. And I thought, you know, maybe in a perfect world, you know, you put together a video that talks about how, you know, how to model, say, forgiveness and stuff like that to your communities. That wound up not crystallizing, obviously. I think the best thing to do at this stage is, you know, forget about it and try and move on. That's really hard for me. That's easier said than done. And I have to apologize too, that I bring it up a lot. I'll admit I still think about it a lot. There's a tremendous amount of disappointment in, you know, how much time I put into this book and what actually happened. But it's in the past, and hopefully it stays there, you know. Reflecting on it is fine, but ideally this doesn't happen again. Oh, come on, closed? Okay, let's go 9 eyes at the end for a little bit. Yeah, and here's a fundamental point to Dan. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for that. That's a kind thing to say. You're right that it is frustrating that some people could consider that insincere or something like that. The big point, I think, is that I have to acknowledge that there's no way to appease everybody. Even if nothing happened, with no controversy surrounding my book launch, people would still find something to argue about or be, you know, disappointed in. I think a lot of that was, you know, dramatically amplified. But wait, I was in Bordeaux. That's not true. Or maybe it was that guy who wouldn't join me. Let's see if this guy will. Oh, no. They don't want to anymore. Well, that sucks. That sucks. That's very kind, Major Rage. I appreciate that. There was a bit of the discussion about Volume 2 on this podcast launching later today with Wesley Shantz. So I hope you do listen to it. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you subscribe to his podcast because he does good stuff. Yeah, we talk a little bit about Volume 2. Part of me wants to just turn this whole project into a series of YouTube videos. But there's a lot of people doing YouTube videos. It's a very saturated market. And I don't know. I'm not a video producer. You should duel them? That'd be great. I'm not a video producer. Even just doing this whole streaming thing is very unusual for me. But you know, end of the day, I like writing, so that's what I stick with. That's kind of weird that there's all that much space on that side of town. Okay, let me see. We're really looking for, again, we're looking for captains. For some reason, I'm landing in the early morning at all of these spots, so I don't know if anybody's going to want to join me anymore, and I have a sneaking suspicion that is because say something Red disagrees with. He's being nice to everyone, and then lo and behold, Mr. Temper shows up. You can't make this stuff up, my friends. You really can't. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's a piracy rating. So I think that's too high. Is maybe why. Maybe why I'm not getting people to join right now. I think that could be it. Did I already check here? That is perfect time. I mean, there is perfect timing, and then there's this exact moment in time. Anthony Morgan, Vagabond Sailor. But yeah, I have a feeling that They don't want to join because the piracy rating's too high. So I don't know what to do about that. I really don't. If I soft locked myself out of this this Masawa event, I don't know what else I could do. Like I got aggressive, because it seemed like the game was like, hey, you need to get aggressive, and then now what, So I don't know. We've got 5 ships, 4 ships, 5 ships. It's not really a soft lock. Like that's an intense way to say it. But I can't get the next story event to trigger. Remember? And then you'd suggested we do combat. So I did a lot of combat. Now look at my piracy rating is way up, and now I can't get any more captains. The game tried to stop me. Oh, with the storms? I laughed pretty hard at that meme the other day. Is an audio cassette tape? In the 1500s, no less. Let's see here. Did we ever figure out what the Round Earth Society does? I wanted to donate to the Flat Earth Society, but I couldn't find them. So yeah, it's not really a soft lock. I shouldn't have fought the Turkish people. I think I've fought Italian pirates. I've fought Spaniards. I've fought a Turk, and I've fought a lot of pirates, and that's about it. I haven't done a ton of it, but yeah, now I can't actually get people to join me. I don't know why. No, it was appropriate, and I loved that it was a meme that nobody's gonna get. Except for like the handful of people that actually watch this. But it was good. It made me chuckle. It was mission accomplished right there. Okay, let's go look at another spot. Will we all remember audio cassette tapes being invented? Ah, yes, by Marco Polo. Let's get this full. We've got a lot of money. I'm gonna buy some we're gonna buy a bunch of beads, a bunch of glass beads, and then we'll trade them when we get down to Africa again, and then we'll bring gold back. We'll bring gold back. It'll be awesome. Let's see. There we go. And that looks good for now. Stuck up non-joiners? Yeah, I'm telling you. You want to see the fame numbers? Okay, let's see. Right here. This is another little, I like that they built like a cheat sheet thing when you hold down the left shoulder button, where you could quickly reference some key things. His swimming pool hijinks. Yeah, I remember being in school and asking a history teacher, why are we calling this game Marco Polo? And he's like, you know what? I don't know. And that was the day I stopped trusting that history teacher. Yeah, looks like fame rating is through the roof. That adventure fame rating, treasure rating, whatever it is, that's almost max, I think. And then the piracy rating there has shot up from like 3,000 to almost 10,000. We could look at other stats as well. Currently level 15 in combat, level 16 in navigation. Not really sure what all of these mean. I did meet Safa and Basra, yeah. The game is absolutely funneling me towards Masawa. Let's do the unsoft locking. Yes, thank you very much. I mean, we're going to do it. I mean, it's just a matter of figuring it out, right? It's possible that I go back there now and it's solved, but I don't know. I have no idea. So maybe you have to invest in another port. I did report Safa to Ali in Istanbul, yeah. And then he's the one, Ali gives you the clue to go to Masawa to talk to descendants of the Atlanteans. Then from there, they're like, oh, you need to find the Staff of Poseidon. So we went to Pietro Conti, back in Lisbon, and he was like, okay, I'll go look for it for you, and I'll meet you in Massawa. And that's the furthest that we got. British battle fleet. Dutch battle fleet. Kind of hoping that these guys will be pirates just so I could take over, but alas. So, yeah. So, like I said, the game is absolutely pointing me towards meeting up with Conti to get the Staff of Poseidon. But when you go to Massawa, they're just like, I guess all we can do is wait. Right? So that's where I'm at. And a lot of the walkthroughs that I looked at are like, you know, all you have to do is wait. Wait a month. Wait, you know, and I've waited like over half a year at this point. So let's see if they got anything here. 7th grade history teacher told your class that in her previous life she was a peach tree. She hoped to... What? You know what? That's a lot worse than my history teacher will say that. Depraved slasher. We are sailing the high seas. Or sailing the seas high. We are sailing the seas high. There you go. Hi, how are you? We didn't trigger the thing yet. No. Unfortunately, everything's connected in this game, right? So, unfortunately, I think my piracy rating is so high now that I can't hire any other captains, which obviously causes issues. So I'm starting to be at a total loss here, but we're still determined. We're still having a good time. Still hanging out. That's all that matters. But how's everything going for you, Slashy? What's happening today? Let's go over to Amsterdam. And the town before it, is it Hamburg? I think it is. Every time I see it, I get hungry. Hamburg. Why would you name a country Hamburg? Or Turkey? Imagine trying to not be hungry when you live in a country called Turkey. Oh, it's Antwerp. Fame over 10,000? Is this a real suggestion? You know, forgive me for being a little apprehensive. Aren't there any pirate captains looking for work? Well, that's a good question. So I guess you would meet pretty nice guys in but it's like, so this guy's a vagabond sailor, right? You'd be able to hire him. When we hit hire, he's gonna say, your ship, no thanks. And that's been everybody consistently now. Nobody wants that. So, but I wonder then, if you were playing a pirate character, how would you build your fleet if you can't hire more captains? So there can't be like a complete breakdown of the ability to hire more people. Oh, there's our cartographers guild. So let me spend the night. We'll look at that in the morning. I don't know. The fabled country of ribeye. I want the fabled country of Spam Musubi. I would live there if that was a real country. Yeah, I don't think it's piracy. I don't know. I mean, that originally popped in my head, and then I worked it out. You know, just thinking, like, nah, I don't think so. Got a city in Newfoundland that will rock your socks. Oh, tell it to me. Tell it to me. Whoops. Let us right here. This is an attempt to figure out what to do with some of these treasures. Okay, so let me save this. We have a ton of money, so I'm just gonna go ahead and invest. Okay, you gotta learn the cartography skills. Costs a lot of money. We'll pay you for the information you gain on your voyages to lands unknown, or to unknown lands. Can't sell the information elsewhere. boldly go where you haven't gone. So there's nothing else here right now. Okay. Oh yeah, it's surgery to bust up the stone. That's brutal. I'm really sorry to hear it. A speedy recovery, that's for sure. Link to the Past and Alyssa would never beat the original. Oh, the original Legend of Zelda? Love it. What a great game. Definitely don't be afraid to use a guide. We don't do any guide shaming around here. Zelda 1's awesome. My kids have beaten Zelda 1. So it's doable, even at a young age, even with no experience of the era in which it appeared. Fam, I always use guides. Now there's things. Okay, so use the guide for Zelda 1, and once you beat it, there's the next thing in Zelda 1. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I don't know if you know about it already or not. Even a guide's not gonna help you with that. It's great. Oh, Zelda 2, excellent game. Here's my advice for Zelda 2: is get through the Death Mountain section, and then you'll start enjoying it. If you don't enjoy it right away, that's what it took for me to click with that. Is I had to get to a certain section. But Zelda 2 is totally different beast from Zelda 1. If you have a hard time, just do some grinding. Let's see. Yeah, I like Zelda 2 quite a bit. I think I still prefer Zelda 1 more. Like Zelda 1 is still more ideal, I think. Let's see. I got a lot of things here. What happens if I gift a silk shawl here? Okay, and then what? Oh, you just give her a silk shawl and she's... Yeah, she still doesn't have time for you. I want my silk shawl back. Not helpful at all. I haven't found any use for talking to the waitresses in this game. No, not talking about using Zelda as your name. You got to beat the game first. Well, it's related. But I've met a few people interested or who like Zelda 2 more than 1. Now, Slasher, you're trying to play through all the Zelda games? That sounds more doable than trying to play through all the Final Fantasies. Does the same thing. Okay, so don't do that. Beat the game first, and then get the thing. Says your face. No, just kidding. You have to visit a Middle Eastern port to be told yes. So that's what we can't trigger, is the other Middle Eastern port telling us that the Turks have attacked. Yeah, Mr. Thou, I think, is right in terms of playability, accessibility. I mean, they could both be rough, for sure, with hidden things, puzzles, stuff like that. I really like Zelda 1. And Mr. Thou, welcome. Welcome. Did I try the pub in Istanbul? We could go to the pub in Istanbul. Let me give that a shot. Because we were trying all of the pubs like in the Sinai Peninsula, the Persian Gulf, stuff like that. So let me go down to Istanbul. Oh, well, what to do about this? Let me load up on Load up on gun, bring a friend. Let me load up on glass beads. Okay, we will do that. We will do that. You did a no-death run of Zelda 1. I mean, that's nothing to sniff at. That's pretty tough. Now, you did first quest, right? No death run. I can't imagine doing it for the other thing. Not trying to spoil it for Slashy. Yeah, I'll come here. Glass beads. Oh, not on this ship. We'll just load up these other ones. Like this. I should probably stock up my my stuff first. I always forget that. Okay. Alright. I think it was supposed to be like a cutscene plays when you enter it, but we're gonna try literally everything we can to trigger this. Because so far no good. I haven't been able to get it to trigger, and I'm really cruising through this like it's an unfortunate wall because things have been pretty smooth so far, but then all of a sudden you hit this and it's just pretty unfortunate. Yeah, this way we can just auto the whole fleet. Oh yeah, finally using my not original controller. I'd mentioned this a couple times. The start and select buttons were going out on my I will just leave it at that. On my original controller. Finally we replaced them. Felt a bit sad about it, but thanks for your service, original controller. You were fairly reliable for 30 years. Oh no, yeah, like 35 years. So that's been great. But I recently picked up this 8-bit do. This is the I can't really see it in the dark. It's the one that looks exactly like a Super Nintendo. Only thing is it doesn't do the concave convex buttons. No, it's one of my favorite things about the Super Nintendo controller. But it is cool and transparent. So I'll take a picture. I'll share it later. It's a cool thing. How's it going, Aegis? No dragon figureheads. Well, I could buy a dragon figurehead, I think, in Athens? I thought I did already, but I can't quite recall. Maybe. Maybe not. You get new pads. Well, I don't really want a chore, you know, like I already got too much stuff to do. I don't really want to open this thing up and change buttons out and stuff like that. But it's neat that's a thing, you know. I also appreciate that the price on this is not going up. That's nice. Yeah, the SN30 Pro Plus does. So I bought the one that connects directly to Super Nintendo. It comes with the dongle for that, wireless. So that's real fun. I have another one. It's not an 8-bit do. It's wireless as well. I don't know where it is now, but I wanted a new one. I really like 8-bit do. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, we'll fill up on all that stuff. There we go. Yeah, that's a good controller, the SN30 Pro. It's a good one. Let's see, what did I miss here? By the way, I messed around a bit with more market manipulation. Selling units at 20 worked better than 50. Oh, okay. And like I said, hey, would you jot that down for me? I want to include it in the book. I'll give you the credit for it in the special thanks. But that's a pretty snazzy little trick they're manipulating the market prices. I feel like this is like adventuring for left-brainers. Like you could do so much math in this. Do you consider yourself left-brain? Oh, that's the that's the red mage guy. You're free to go. Oh, you play. Oh, does that one have the joysticks on it or no? British Battle Fleet. That guy just looks happy to be here. That is a Peregrine Took face if I ever saw one. The British Battle Fleet, yeah. William Clive. Yeah, Mr. Dungeon Crawler and manipulating market prices. That smacks about as left brain as he can get. Okay, great. Hey, because I can't imagine playing N64 games with a D-pad. But that reminds me, did you see that announcement from Rare, where they're putting out like a Game Boy loaded with like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff like that? But there's only a D-pad. There's no stick, and everybody's like, the best post that I saw on that is like trying to play an N64 game with no joystick is like trying to drive a car with your butt. That's good. That's funny. Oh, here's a person. Checking every person. Spanish? It's Spanish. Oh, then +2, they're pirates. So let's see if we can't do battle with them. Omar Kashani, you are going down. Oh, I didn't save. Whoops. Hard thing with third-party stuff like this is the names are not memorable. Like I don't know the difference between an SN30 Pro Plus and a Pro 2 and a Pro 3, and there's too many. Well, don't die. I will try. Oh, it has Euro support? I love Euros. They're delicious. Okay, here we go. Speaking of delicious, I'm having a little leftover fruit smoothie here. Gotta get that fruit in there. Okay, where is his flagship? Oh, it's over there. I see it. Boy, would I. Okay, not a great setup here. I probably should have waited to target him a little later. I don't know. My cannons are not that effective. No, I think misspelling. I think that was correct. That's how you spell gyro. I was just making a little crack at it. Ragnarok 1203. How are you? If any act out of line, Tetsuya Nomura's rule of thumb is to beat you with a jewel case. A jewel case, so the shards come off in the victim's flesh. That's funny. Hey, I don't think you've been in here before, Ragnarok. Looks like a first time chatter. Oh, what? Okay, so we actually have a hater in chat here. That's interesting. Where are you from? From whence do you hail? Automod got you, by the way. That's funny. We were just talking about this earlier. Could go for a Euro. You're fun, Ragnarok, but you could take your pointless hatred somewhere else, and you can go ahead and ban him. We don't need him. Have fun, nerd. All right. Anyway, back to the game. This guy popping in. You're a xenophobic piece of. Grow up. All right. Let's see. Where is the? Right there. I can make that. Oh, almost missed it. There we go. No! What do you mean enemies? Oh, see, this is bad now. This is bad. Yeah, you're getting to work overtime today. So that's rarely happened, where some douchebag comes in here and wants to pick a fight about xenophobia and stuff like that. But I wonder how bored people are if like they're like actively doing witch hunting on the internet. Like do you not have any actual hobbies, or is there just not anything meaningful going on in your life that's what you decide to do? I don't know. That's weird. It's weird, and I feel like those people have my sympathy as well. No, yeah, this is not gonna work out. So this is gonna be me losing this battle because we couldn't trigger the duel. You gotta do something to stay online. Bwah, bwah, bwah. I wish I had taken a screenshot. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know when was the last time I saved. Oh, yeah, this is bad. Oh well. Womp womp wah. I think I saved before. I think I saved before. I did the cartography thing. So, I don't know, that's a ways away. I was looking for captains, though, so we don't have to do that again, because now I know that none of them will join me. All right. Well, nothing like some punk showing up to take the air right out of the room. Sorry y'all had to see that. Well, I think most of you didn't, because Automod caught most of his verbal vomit. Anyway. Thanks for handling that, by the way, Major Rage. Oh, he was in Twitch. Yeah. I don't have any mods on YouTube. That just dawned on me. There's hardly anybody watching on YouTube, but I don't know. Not too worried about it. Yeah, that was the last time. So I'm not going to spend the money on the cartography. There's not really anything I could do there. I guess we'll just make a beeline for Amsterdam. And we will go ahead and purchase our glass beads again. The Banhammer. The Banhammer, which you like to think that, you know, I like to think that that means he'll just go complain in a Discord with like 30 people and a couple screenshots. Look, I got banned. They're so soft and fragile. Like I said, I guess some people just need a hobby. If that's what makes them happy, then they can go somewhere else and make it and be happy doing that. Let's see. So let's buy. Oh, almost made the mistake again. Let's get ourselves full up on food here and start to actually play this game. Like, that's what it feels like. Not much has been happening right now. Whoops. I think I'll leave that one at that. Okay, now let's buy stuff. Yeah, it was some kind of weird sentence about Kingdom Hearts, and then basically he started dropping the xenophobic accusations and stuff like that, and Automod caught it all because it was, you know, extremely aggressive. And then from there, Rage could ban him, so it was literally a speed bump. That's all. Nothing worth getting worked up over. Okay, glass beads. Yeah, we can carry a ton of these. And these will sell for like sometimes more than 10 times the purchase price, which seems wrong. And that's the way that history works. In it. Okay, there we go. And now let's go to Istanbul. There it is. That's a good mentality, actually, Major Rage. I think, like, when you detach yourself a little bit from the things that the internet wants to get worked up about, there's so many nothing burgers. There's so many controversies. There's so many things that are people just hating everything that you really don't have to care about it, you know? Oh yeah, the red mage guy. So he is not a pirate, so we're gonna leave him alone. And we are only really attacking Turkish ships, Spanish ships, and pirates at this stage in the game. And fortunately, our dude Rocco can actually tell us who is and who is not a pirate. It's crazy, isn't it, Baron? I was just like, I saw your comment, and it's wild to me now that we have more games than ever, you know, but now we're also getting announcements about announcements. Isn't that funny? Like, it's very interesting. Or even more than that, we'll get rumors about a coming announcement about an announcement for a game. Do you think so? What do you think it'll be? Do you think it'll be a new Souls-like, an Elden Ring 2? Oh, this is a pirate. Okay. You're going down. There we go. Wanted to come up right behind the fleet. A blue crescent halberd. Where was that being sold? Oh yeah, everything runs on hype for sure. It's a currency. Really. Let me see here. Oh, you found it in a black market at a Chinese port? So let me see. I have a full list of weapons. It is called the... I hope it's not a new PvP thing. That would be my not wanting. Blue Crescent Halberd. So it's a heavy sword. Attack star is very, very affordable. Especially compared to the Crusader sword. There are a couple... No. that's not right. Yeah, so it looks like there's a couple star rating attack swords. There's a Blue Crescent, Rune Blade, Magic Muramasa, Siva's Sword, and the Crusader Sword. The Crusader Sword is far and away the most expensive, next to the Muramasa. Siva's Sword is 280. Yeah, Crusader's Sword is 380,000. I'm not sure how the game differentiates between multiple star rating weapons. Very cool. Well, they've got like a recognizable thing in it. How's it going, James? Have I found the One Piece? I mean, no. I understood that reference though. Well done. How's everything going for you? I don't even see the oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, those cannonballs suck, actually. Could be different damage types. Yeah, some of them said good for striking and whatnot. So that may be a crucial piece of information. But yeah, I don't know. One wonders, that's for sure. Yeah, let's see if we can't force this duel. There we go. All right, they're using Claymore, which I believe is a striking weapon. Let me look up the... So, yeah, I think dodges are going to be best for this. We could start off with a thrust. Nice. This is a thrusting weapon, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to dodge. See if he does. Nope. That sucks. Maybe it's a lashing sword. Back to the start. Oh my gosh. No. Ooh, watch him beat me here. Haha. That was a gimme right there. Yo, this guy is... This guy is serious. What? What the heck? Honestly, what the heck? Oh, that's it for me. Womp, womp, womp. Good thing we had saved. Whew. Womp, 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 womp. Oh yeah, James, this is on NSO, so if you wanted to play along with us, you're more than welcome to. How's it going in Black Belt? What's going on? The Game Over music is pretty sad. This is generally a pretty good soundtrack. You're stealing ports away from England and Holland? How are you doing that? I did like the retro setup, yeah. Well, that's fine, you know. Any ambitions to get an SNES eventually, an original one. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, it is all the way up here, so we gotta go down. But I saved after all the trading, so that's good. Oh, interesting. So you made all that money and now you're doing the investing. So I haven't done any investing into any of the ports in this game yet. And hopefully I don't have to because that's expensive. Italiano. Okay. And we'll let him go by. There he is. Pirate that did me in, and this is Turkish battle fleet. So we actually could fight both of them, but ideally we'll just fight this one and call it a day. Yeah. No, I know you gotta the investing would definitely give you access to late game ships. Hopefully I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, well, pace yourself, you know. You don't have to have them all at once, I'm sure. There are quite a few that are still pretty affordable for Super Nintendo as well, which is surprising. Okay, we can charge the flagship right away. Very cool. Oh, I just realized... Yeah, there's no, the naval battle music is the same thing as the dueling music. That seems like a missed opportunity. Okay, start off with a good strike there. This is a Claymore. He's been doing a lot of lashes. So, we'll try this. Strike. That sucks. That should not have done that much damage, honestly. Make sure we mix it up here. Oh my gosh. How about a well-timed thrusting attack? Oh! Dude, that was over 100 damage right there, wasn't it? Wow, alright. Ravaging Justice, how's it going? You didn't miss too much. We defeated a few pirates today, stuff like that. Showed us his hairline. My hairline is just fine. I could still see it when I look up. Alright, we got another China dress and quite a bit of money. So that's nice. Let's do like... Oh, did that wrong. Do something like that. There we go. So yeah, all that to say, you didn't miss much. It's a slow day. Peace. Okay. When anyone make I've never seen a raid mage with their hat off. You know what? It's problem isn't the hairline, the problem is the balding spot in the back. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any problem with balding. It's just you can't take off the hat because the hat's too great. That's why. It looks awesome. We should also have this is the Turks. We should also have oh, look at him changing course. Are you chasing me or am I chasing you? Huh, that was weird. What was I gonna say? We should also have ... I don't know. Oh, it is one of the best hats in gaming. Yep. Must agree. There is a time limit. Yep. What's the year that it ends? Don't tell me it's the end of 1527. 27 more years? Okay. So we'll be okay. We're trying to figure out why the heck this game is being this way and not triggering anything. I'm stopping here in Istanbul. We're going to check to see if there's any notification or anything. It's our favorite track. Okay, end of January 1554. So ideally we'll be done with that by the time that rolls around. Ideally a few more in-game years will just end this entirely. But so far, yeah, we're following a suggestion from Mr. Temper. So I was coming down this area. Figured I'd check it before we go around the Africa side. So that way I don't have to steal back around here again anyway. But I don't know. At this point, I'm following every lead. Because none of the guides have really been helping at all. Yeah, and nobody wants to join. This is another mystery that we're trying to figure out too. Is now, is my piracy rating too high that like no captains want to join? This song, yeah, that village song is pretty bad. It's a terribly short loop. Did I stop in Alfgard? No. I've been trading a ton in this game. So is that really it? So, oh, so that they did sneak in an Indo with a ninja thing in here. So you just keep treating them until they agree to get hired. That's it. If so, this was my least favorite thing about, least favorite thing. One of the things I did not care for in Indo Way of the Ninja is recruiting was just a matter of spamming buttons. Look at that. Yeah, that's kind of terrible. Let's see. Trade from investing. So maybe I should invest in a port then? Yeah, I assumed it was a little bit of gold. So that's not that bad. But at least we got another guy. So what? Should I invest in a port then? Where should I invest at this stage? I'm not sure. Oh, you guys don't want to hear this song anymore? Is that it? Let's get the heck out of here. Dublin. All right, we'll go back up to Dublin. We've got a lot of money, so should be all right on that front. We could make sloops. Okay, any other places to invest other than Dublin as well? I could do multiple at this stage. Maybe that's it then. See, I thought that it's not here. I thought that was trading, but then I didn't realize that would be way too low to be trading because I've been doing a lot of trading. So maybe that's it. There's just investment, maybe combat thresholds that have to be met before doing this. Madeira market. I could do both. Did you get gold to unlock in Madeira, Temper? That would be a real short route if you can get that to work. So how much did you have to pay to get in there? It should be right here. Wow, that's a real short loop to get it like that. Yeah, I should have enough to invest in both Dublin and Madeira. This would save me having to do the big long trip around Africa. I'm actually unsure where to invest, actually. I don't think I've had to do any investing in this game so far. See if there's anybody here. Nobody. Okay, here's investing. So again, how much money did you Wow. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's cheaper than buying the gold in like Mozambique, Mombasa. Invest the max amount. Let's see, I just saved it. We'll see how much that is. 50K? I could definitely afford that. Is this instantaneous, or you gotta wait a little bit? Let me go take a nap. Oh yeah, Wiz Robes in Zelda 1. Good times were had by all. Wiz Robes are a cool enemy, but I hate fighting them. Can't accept any more. Okay. Okay. So it takes a bit of time. So let me go ahead and sail up to Dublin then. And then we'll sail back down here. And we'll check it again. So they wouldn't let me invest anymore. That they refused to take any more of my money, which is, that's pretty nice. It is pretty wild how quickly you can blow through money in this game. Very quickly. Let's see if this, no, I guess it wouldn't work that way. When the first investment has been used to buy the port. You have to kind of used by the port. Okay, so you have to kind of wait for the economy to balance out before you can do more. Is that what you're saying? Now I don't know what you're saying, actually. That's all right. We'll check it on the way back down. Is it that percentage? Yeah, let's see. So looks like it says 100%, 350, 370. I'm guessing investment is going to be one of the top two. Got it. Okay, so let's invest some here. How long does that process take? Like a month? A couple days? There it is, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and there's the investment score is now going up. So I wonder how high they expect this to be. This is Dublin. Yep. We could do both. There we go. So that's going to be that second icon then, huh? So you've got, yeah. So you've got the economy as well as the engineering, the ship technology. So we've got both on here now. We had the cash for it. We're about to make a bunch more anyway, going down to Africa. Industry, thank you. Not engineering. So you've got, yeah, economy and industry. So now, any other place worth investing in? We can kind of get that rank up. What was the other place you said besides for Madeira? You said there was another place where you could invest and get gold unlocked. Where was that at? Was it Santa Cruz? This was yesterday. I think you were telling me about it. As for sloops, the ship type. Oh, we could check actually, huh? For sure. At this point, I'm gonna do the investing just to get that score up. And I figure, you know, if we need it for in case gold prices skyrocket and Madeira, at least we'll have Santa Cruz. So this was, let me actually just check it now. Oh, this was not Madeira. This is Santa Cruz. So perfect. We'll stop here then. Yeah, it's all zeroed out. Okay. Okay. Is this how you would check that they sell gold here eventually, or what were you looking at? Not exactly sure that I remember. No. Okay. Well, anyway, we invested there. Oh, check jewelry. Would have thought I would have been on the other ones, but I guess jewelry counts. Oh, yeah. No. There it is. So yeah, right there it lists selling price. So that's how you can tell they sell it eventually. Gold from Mombasa to Mecca. Oh, okay. Interesting. Jared, congrats on the 30 stream streak. Thanks for watching. And yo to you as well. How's things going? For sure. Not too worried about money at this point in the game. It's nice to discover some late game stuff, though, because the early stuff was just wrecked at this stage. There was a decent route for cotton from one of the India ports down to Sofala. You could get a decent amount for that too. There you go. You just beat Breath of Fire 2 again. Which ending did you get? You got the good one? Got the bad one? Got the so-so one? I don't know that I fully understand the whole market price. Oh, this is ridiculous. The whole market price mechanic, to be honest. It is interesting that it works that way, but I don't really get it. You got the best one? Oh, nice. Very nice. Well done. Like a pro. Where... Oh, I passed it. What prompted you to play through Breath of Fire 2 again, Jolly? Mr. Jolly Jared. Spending better when time comes to decide to try. For sure. I may or may not on this character, but I think a new character, an early boost in finance like that would definitely be helpful. Okay, let's check the market here. Oops. Wrong one. Okay, so it looks like it's reabsorbed, and now it's at 449. Let's see. There's gold right there. Wow. Okay, so now let me ask. This gold's pretty expensive. Should I invest again, and does that get the price of gold down? 400 sailors to get the event we're after to trigger. Okay, so I do not have a ship that I think will hold that many, but I might have more than 400 sailors right now, because I've got 320 here. On the second one, I've got 25. Okay, so what was that? 345. I've got 60. Yeah, right there. I mean, that's 400 sailors. So I don't know why these guys are so vague. No, okay, so I don't need to invest anymore then. But that is pretty cool that we can get gold so close now. Definitely checking the market index. That's pretty helpful. Did not think to do that myself. Okay, let's go down. Oh, you know what I could check is how many dudes do these ships hold? So this ship holds a maximum of 320. So then I don't have a ship that can hold 400 sailors. So you would need 400 sailors on the flagship if this is accurate, because I already have more than 400 sailors now. Assuming it doesn't trigger once we get down there, which we'll take a look and see if it does or does not. On towards my favorite journey ever, going around the Horn of Africa. Ought to be a good time. And who is this? Isildur's heir? Oh, come on. Dutch battle fate. Oh, it's our friend the Red Mage. He's fine. Nobody to pick a fight with. Yeah, so I don't have that one. I mean, I could go up to Dublin and see what a sloop would get us. Okay, we could try that before I head all the way down here. I do have another captain available. I thought I had a Venetian galleass. Oh, you know what? You can modify. Can't you expand? Oh, it takes 200,000. Wow. Can't you expand the amount of bunks on a ship? I could try that without purchasing a whole nother ship. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be like this again today with the storms. Okay, let me take a crack at that. I didn't I thought I had a Venetian galleass. All right. Oh yeah, some level ups. Okay. So straight to the straight to the inn first and then the shipyard. So I am liking this controller. Again, this is the controller from 8-Bit Do, the gamepad specifically for the Super Nintendo. It comes with the dongle that lets you play it wirelessly. I don't detect any lag at all. It's fairly comfortable. It feels a little smaller than the original, but it doesn't look like it is. I have them right next to each other. And only complaint is the convex buttons are missing, or the concave buttons are missing. We only have convex on this one, but that's a small thing. Let's go ahead and repair all these ships. It's subframe. So what does that mean? Less than 1 frame lag difference or latency? I'm not gonna notice that. There are probably some people so like finely tuned to that sort of thing out there. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna notice that, especially on a game like this. Unless there's like an action game that I'm playing. Let's see, remodel. What is the figurehead on my main ship? It's the unicorn. I forgot to pick up the dragon at the city of Athens. Okay, let's try load capacity. There you go. There's 400. Okay. So we could get 400 dudes on this ship. Might have to stop in every town to get it. SNES, did you see that? This was a while ago. Did you see that article that was saying that SNESs are running faster now? They're starting to get faster. And they meant original Super Nintendos have a slight speed increase. Something like that. Basically undetectable, yeah. Clock drift over time? Yeah, I couldn't remember the exact reason. Something about freezing and the alignment of Pluto with the sun. Something like that. Plantains. Around West Africa? That's what it said? Really? Nope. Come on. Right there. Let me check this real quick. Wish I had a reliable bookkeeper. Let's take care of that if we can. Can't remember his name. It's Enrico. Oh, right, because he's a captain. So let's take care of that first. Let's see. Have Roberto. And then switch this dude to bookkeeper. There we go. Perhaps that's why people don't see it right away. I feel like anything that small, I'm generally not going to notice. But we were playing my Super Nintendo on my flat screen in my living room. Even with game mode on, there was detectably a delay. Okay, so this is good. So then we're going to... So Fallout will pay you plenty for glass beads. Okay, so that's on the way. It's on the way down. But we'll stop at the next town. If you ever end up with a treasure map? Did I? Is that under regular items? Oh, there's bomb. Yeah, we've got that. I don't have a treasure map. I don't believe so. That's interesting that the cartographer is that useful for that specific purpose. Yeah, let me go ahead and restock and everything. Thanks for the save reminder. I appreciate it. And we'll get out on the sea. Go ahead and save. Okay, now let's see about getting around here. Always a great sign that as soon as we hit this zone, we're immediately hitting the bad weather. Looking for a location on treasure map without knowing you could ask for cartographer. Oh wow. I remember enjoying that in the first Uncharted Waters. There were a couple where you look at it and you're like, I think I know what this is, and then I was able to find it, and that felt really good. Oh boy. Maybe I should sail back to Athens and just invest in a really good Invest in a really good figurehead before attempting this again, because that's pretty silly. Cannoli's fleet. I can't believe his name. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we'll go up and oh, my old friend. Well. I don't think no, here we go. Oh, come on. There we go. My old sparring partner, Aiden Lays. What's up doing, 2300? How are you? The naval empire is going okay. Yeah, loyal to piracy. I think there's a couple people on the internet that fall in line with that. Yeah, we're about to fight a pirate here. This should be pretty easy. We're just going to rush him and start a duel. I've beaten this guy specifically a couple times, and every single time he comes back. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Many times, evidently. There we go. Yep. See, I know, this is quite a few people. Alright, we'll open with a thrust attack. Haha! Oh, that's so good. Hey, so Doan, what's new? How you doing? How's every little thing? Let's see, he's got a claymore. He was lashing a lot last time. I don't know, we'll try dodge. I should have blocked. Silly. We'll try this lash. What the heck? Why you... Let's try this dodge. Okay, and now mix it up. Oh, you're dead. Yeah. Easy. You okay, you guess? You're about 5 more crashes away from throwing your PS4 out the window. Is your PS4 crashing? There we go. Defeated. Seize some gold and a silk shawl to replace the one that we gave away. We can go ahead and add a Venetian Galleass to our lineup. I'll go ahead and do that. I really do think I already had one of these. Let's see. We need another Hawaiian deity name. What's the name of the guy? There's a myth about a shark boy, a kid that was born to the shark god. Well, we can name it after the shark god. Hawaii. Oh, his name is too long. It's Kamahoali'i. Well, how about... Oh, no, still can't fit that. N-A-M... No. Let's see. Maybe let's try... Oh, we could do the God of War. He has a long name and a short name. Ku. There you go. Full name, Kuka Ilimoku. The Eater of Land, I think his name is. Something like that. I don't know. Spooky guy, though. Nevertheless. Call it Shark Boy. I wish we could fit Shark Boy. But, yeah, it does suck that the ship names are so short. Yeah, at least we can fit in some Hawaiian mythology references here. So your PS4 is crashing a lot. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear about that. You're familiar with that myth? The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It turns out that's accurate. Third strongest mole, how are you? Do not try playing Trails Beyond the Horizon on PS4. Noted. Oh, that That seems unfair. Oh, really? Did not know that. We could have fit a whole lot more. Bwap, bwap, bwap. Oh, well. Oops. Let me divvy all this up here. I'm going to go ahead and just grab a bunch of food. Whoops. We'll just grab a bunch of food, like I said, because it costs more, so do that. Now, did I do this right? I think I did. There we go. We've got a bunch of ships now. A ton of ships. We should be good. But we will find out. And we're probably going to be pretty slow. Let me see if I can get another group here. PS4, I feel like PS4 would get real bogged down even just trying to run its own eShop. So that's always fun. I got my own fleet. I feel so accomplished in life. Let's go ahead and get some more crew here. Bald. Bald. Yeah, we did it. 40 guys. That's not so bad. Okay, that'll actually finish off our main ship. So now we got the 400 that we're looking for. And everybody, all the other ships are fine, so don't need to worry about that. The whiz robes. Yeah, the whiz robes are not friendly. What if you... So it's a cooling issue? Is it up against the wall or crowded or anything like that? I used to have mine inside like a little like cubby. And it would overheat for sure. Yeah, it could be dusty. I mean, when was the last time you tried to clean the dust out of it? Well, why are we going so slow now? This is uncool. Like, I think I've got almost everybody on navigation. But, I don't know. I know we're running a skeleton crew on a couple of these. The Hina is slow as dirt. This right here. It's a 6. So what do I do about that? I think that's the same as the other ones. So my flagship is Pele. Yeah, dust might help, hopefully. Let me see if I can get to the next town without dying of starvation out here. Oh, is that it? Spanish battle fleet. Oh no. Should I battle these folks? We could. Wait till they pass me. So I could swoop up from behind. Oh, no, you can't battle at night, though. Oh, no, they're gone. Limited to the lowest ship in the fleet if you have more than one. Okay, so let me try, if it is the captain, let me try changing around who's captain of what. I know we just put Roberto here. We'll put Enrico on it. Yeah, looks like that was it. Now the coup is real slow. It's an 8. But Roberto just needs to get his sailing skills up. Right? That's a little better. Not by much, though. Wow. This is like sailing in the first game again now. I remember when I got to the end game ships and I was like, this is how fast you sail now? Oh my gosh. Get rid of one only. Wizrobe, like, or Wallmaster. I like all of those in their own way, but they are annoying enemies. I think I get rid of Blue Darknuts. Not a huge fan. In Zelda 1, I mean. Let me think here. So, more men is not going to help us out, right? Maybe I'll just get rid of that ship. Because I don't think I need that ship. And it doesn't have anything on it other than food and water. Get rid of Medusa heads. Yeah, you know what? I will let Doan get rid of Medusa heads. Go for it. Those are the bane of many a playthrough. Okay, I'll get rid of this ship since it's not helping me out so much. Sure. Okay. And then so much busy work before I actually get to oh yeah, look at that. Dang, man. So Roberto sucks at sailing. Awful at sailing. What happens if we make... What happens if you have a bad bookkeeper? Like, are they just going to tell you terrible places to go and get stuff sold? Or, like, what happens if I ask him now? Well, you know, I'm not good at numbers. He sucks. He's not that great. Well... Maybe I'll just fire him. Can I do that? Sticking it out of the door? I don't know if fresh air will help it. Is it windy out? Yeah, I don't know what to do with this character. I just hired a guy who's not very useful. And we'll just pay him nothing and he can just leave. Well, you know what? You can go ahead and be not happy. Let's just make him like a navigator or something. I don't know. Maybe his skills will go up. Okay, let's go get the other figurehead. Okay, and also got a question about golly, these are slow. I don't know what I got a question about. Oh yeah, how do I fire somebody? So, like, I hired this Roberto guy, whatever. Oh, so it might be a software thing, not a hardware thing. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I know we're going against here. But, yeah, how do I hire somebody? Or how do I fire somebody, rather? Because, I don't know, the guy I hired doesn't seem very, very capable. Let's check here. Otherwise, I'll go to Athens. I know Athens has the good figureheads. Yeah, nothing here. Oh, maybe you could, let's see. No, I don't know. Is there a way to fire anybody? I don't know if Ravaging Justice is still around. Maybe might have had to walk away, take off or something. Oh, you've never tried. Okay. I mean, there's got to be a way, right? I tried reducing their, his wages to 0. I tried talking to him at the port. I tried checking the appointing screen, and I did not see anything. Now the cat is next to it. Animal hair might be clogging up the interior. Yeah, no, I tried setting the wages to 0. He was like, I'm not too happy about low wages, and then it just recycled back to thing. Is there a dismiss at that? I'll check that next place I stop. Right around here. Yeah, yesterday, so, since we had to rehome our cat, we're kind of cleaning up the house. And yesterday I changed the filter in our central air system. And it was pretty caked with hair. I should have changed it a while ago. So I don't know. Unionizing and becoming pirates. Well, yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, there's nobody here. That's actually pretty surprising. Let's see. There it is. Well, dismiss crew. So I don't think that dismisses captains. It looks like that dismisses sailors. Oh, I appreciate that, Dylan. Thanks very much. There was been a nice outpouring of condolences, which we appreciate. Very tough decision to make, but one we had to do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll go ahead and rest here, and then we'll check the thing in the morning. There's got to be a dismiss for captains on here. I am surprised that we're trying to reduce their wages to 0 doesn't do it. Like, I would leave if my employer tried to reduce my wages to 0. Okay, where is it? There we go. Okay, they should have good figureheads here. Pretty sure there were when I checked last. So, oh, they don't have dragon. So they've got lion, eagle, hero, and Neptune. Yeah, we have to discover Atlantis. We're so close to it. Dublin, I did. There. I mean, I assume Neptune would be better than Unicorn. Lisbon or Seville by now? Okay, let me check. Well, Seville, I could get jumped in Seville, right? I like how we're just collectively avoiding Massawa at this point. Okay, yeah, we'll avoid going to Seville. We'll go to Lisbon. If I don't see it there, I'll check on Dublin because I did the investment into the industry there. So we'll see if that does anything for us. Right. You know, one would think, whoops, wasn't paying attention. One would think that Wales would be helpful. Oh no, I did not discover Atlantis. No, we discovered descendants of Atlantis. So there's that. Let me see if there's any other crew here. I would love to come and visit you in the UK. I really would. Here we can only land in Dublin, Bristol, and London. I think those are the only 3 ports available in those isles in this game. At this time of year. Localized entirely in your kitchen. Oh, there's a couple of pirates here. You know, we could wait around and smash them, but I'm not going to worry about it. Just really wanted to check that. See if we can get any more captains. Boy, they're just devouring food like it's food. That is a full ship. Oh, it does draw their ire. So I did get jumped trying to look around a Spanish port. They took 3/4 of my gold. Which... Oh, we got some pirates here. Let's see if I can catch them. This guy, right? What about this guy? These are both pirates. Oh. Oh. Okay, what happens if you do a double battle like this? Do you have to beat both of them? Still one ship. I guess they're just... I don't know. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's a lot of ships. Okay. I don't think I could reach them that quickly. So we'll see if this will pay off or not. I could reach him next turn. I've already stolen the entire north and half the Mediterranean. Wow. Definitely making a lot of progress. Very quickly. So are you still of the opinion that New Horizons is the superior game? Or has that changed at all? Oh, wow. Okay. Just wipe that out. Do not... Ah, oh, okay. Thought it was going to block that spot. I wouldn't be able to reach. What's his face? Nicely done. That's not the goal question mark. So yeah, there are multiple characters in this, each with kind of their different goals, which is pretty cool. There's like 6 playable characters, right? Okay, here's a duel with Kair. That's a decent sneering face there, too. Not too shabby. Oh! We one-shot him! That's pretty slick right there. Dang. That feels pretty good. Okay, oh. Wow. I mean, that's just luck in the item. Like I didn't do anything. But that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I feel accomplished. Okay, we'll just sell this Venetian galleass again. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Flawless victory. Banish everyone to Australia. Wow. I mean, yeah. Yeah. No. Still did it wrong. I wish you could auto this. Like this would be cool. If you could you didn't have to do this part manually. And just enough to get us to the nearest port, and then I'll sell this ship. Okay, what about the other guy, though? Oh, he's gone, too. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that is unbearably slow. That's a lot more like real world sailing. You just made 100 ingots profit in one run from Madeira to Genoa. Wow. That's pretty wild. I mean, that is super close. Is Genoa also in Spain? From the world to my kingdom. Can you get scurvy? So you... I think you can, because you get lime juice in this, right? So... Capital of Italy. Thank you. I appreciate that. A little bit of history and geography never hurt anybody, right? Okay, we'll go ahead and sell the ship of A. Oh, you know what? Just in case here. Let me see if I need to reassign any crew anywhere. And I do, yeah, because wow. We got shut down. Whoa, whoops. Other way around. Oh, come on. Okay. That saves us a little bit. I'm learning. We're trying to learn. I mean, that'll depend on if I remember that or not. But we may or may not. That is a lot of money. You could definitely make a lot of money from that. See, was there anybody in here who would like to sail with us? Oh, this is that pirate. He's just, you cannot defeat him. Well, can you have a mutiny event take place on this game? think 40 might do it. Yep. So what happens? They're just like, hey, we're taking over everything, bye. And game over? Or you lose ships, you lose crew? Like, how does this work? Yeah, that's my question. Instant game over or no? Okay, we're checking. Makes sense that would be a game over. Oh yeah, there's some speed back. Okay, we are checking Lisbon, right? For the dragon figurehead. And then maybe I should drop another 50k into Dublin while I'm at it. Because we're pretty nearby here. Okay. Yes. Already forgot what I was doing. It's small, so not great for battling with. Okay. I think we've done most of our adventuring by now, right? There's only really battles ahead. What's a good place to invest in for the big guns? But a fast ship that's pretty nice. Okay, figurehead. Pele and there it is, dragon. Okay. Hopefully that frickin' helps with all that stuff. And let's do a trip up to Antwerp then, and I'll start dropping some cash in there. I think that the biggest and you don't have to tell me about this too, because this is kind of supposed to be a blind run. I think the biggest issues I'm gonna have is for finishing this game are gonna be some of the battles, getting them to trigger, I guess. So I'll take some big old friggin' frigates or whatever they are. Oh yeah, because you're right there. It's pretty far from everything too. I like Portugal. It seems really central. Oh, that's a cool. That guy looks cool. Looks like Mr. Fantastic. Sail on, Mr. Fantastic. Let's see, Antwerp is gonna be right here. Huh? Are you a pirate? So we're taking out pirates. Nope. I often wonder how far I would have gotten in this game without you folks in chat helping. I don't think I'd have made it this far. If I had, it would have taken me longer. There are a lot of things I would have had to figure out. There it is. Invest. It was behind my camera. Couldn't see. Okay. Oh, the performance improved since you put it outside? Really? That is pretty interesting. Yeah, absolutely. There are things in it. I like that about it as well. Complicated game with lots of systems. Like, that's cool. There are things in it that aren't transparent that can be really frustrating. Like, for example, trying to trigger this event to happen. That can be a little frustrating. But there are far fewer frustrations in this game compared to the previous. I think just sailing in the first Uncharted waters, just trying to sail was a big frustration. Okay, and let's finally do this trip around. We'll see if the dragon figurehead helps me out. Oh yeah, the Round Earth Society. What's that all about? Maybe that's important for something later. Ah, it's the same guy. How he was in the same spot despite the fact that I slept at the inn, I don't know. Oh, this guy too. He like turned around. Oh no. So I was reading a little bit about that. There's a luck stat that's hidden, right? That you can examine with the fortune teller and then modify with the Round Earth Society. That does sound like a sham. Yeah, but the first game also had a system where you had to push a button to get the boat to turn. This is way more fluid than doing that over and over and over again. In the Round Earth show was churches and mosques. Oh yeah, some religious censorship in this period of time. I was at one point writing an article series on a topic like that, so that's good to know. Checks made out to cash, please. Western Tennessee. That's funny. Same guy. That's, yeah, whatever. Okay, fingers crossed on this dragon figurehead. I know I've got figureheads on my other ships, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, like, look at how fluidly you can maneuver this ship. Maneuverability and sailing in general on the first game are much more restrictive than this. No! It's already a storm. This game just hates me. That's all there is to it. Nothing like running out of food and water during a storm. I did get the dragon figure. I literally just purchased it. It is on the flagship. That's what all that boating around to Athens and crap like that was for. Was just to get the dragon figurehead. Took about 30 minutes to find it, and I immediately hit a storm. Yep. Yep. A storm that's apparently never going to let up. Is this because I sailed around the south point of South America? The dudes are going to start dying if I don't get out of here. Oh, this is what you get for singing Toto. Look at this. Just like a completely unending storm. That lasted forever. We're probably going to starve before I get back to the civilization. It's right there, but like... This is crap. This is such huge crap. And somebody's welcome to explain why, what kind of interior magic. What I was just saying was like things that are completely not transparent in Uncharted waters. This is a total example. It might be like, well, you sneezed at a sailor back in Athens, and that causes more storms. See, so like that's completely busted. God knows when was the last time I saved too. Oh, you gotta sing about been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. Baloney. That's what that was. I don't even know where I'm at now. Man. Like, this is before this fight. I'm not doing that again. Let me sail up to Antwerp and do the... Oh my god. Some days, Uncharted Waters. Some days. You know how hard I've tried to love you, Uncharted Waters, New Horizons? You know how hard I've worked? How much I've sacrificed? And for what? For an infinite chain of storms. Okay, we're gonna make sure that I purchase that apparently useless dragon figurehead. Now again, we are convinced that storms are only impacted by the figurehead on your flagship. Is that correct? Because I've got other figureheads. It's a similar experience. You try really hard to like something and it refuses your love. Unrequited. So you have not had a single storm and you've been around the entire world? Well, we know for sure it's not a matter of the dragon figurehead because I just bought one and it was like 3 storms in a row, wiping everything out. Wiping everything out. Okay. Let's try the fortune teller. It's closed. Screw it. There's nothing I can do about that anyway. I mean, I guess I could invest in the Round Earth Society. It's happening to you too? Maybe it's I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. I could do all this. Most of this entire stream has just been busy work to try and prepare for something that I cannot trigger. So I'm gonna shoot for just trying to get it triggered at this stage. And let me go purchase the dragon figurehead. And ideally, we will be able to sail around the coast of Africa. Is there anything about storms becoming more frequent towards the middle or the second half of the game, maybe? Mr. Temper, have you advanced the main story with your character yet or not? Or have you just mostly done the trading and things like that, investing? Here we are in Lisbon. And remind me, what is the rationale for not being able to invest in the capital city? Okay. Ideally, it'll be that. Maybe. Now, I do have a big fleet. Could it be possible that they all need the dragon figurehead? We will go ahead and I'll save right outside Lisbon. If I still wind up getting stuck in storms, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a dragon figurehead for all the ships. Oh yeah, that makes sense, huh? Well, and so you can't even invest in your native capital, though. So that doesn't, that kind of doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So far, so good. Further than we've been able to go for a long time. Next town, I'll have to stop. You're on storm number 6. Yeah. I think the worst it got for me is I hit 4 storms without moving 1 tile. That's pretty extreme for sure. Okay. I think... I'm only at 15 or 1480 for investment as far as my score. So I don't know. Hopefully that's enough. How's the crew looking? Everybody's okay. Okay, so I guess we'll just stay here. Oh yeah, the kiddos. It would be too late now. I think wifey already got it. I lost track of time just like yesterday. How did 2 hours go by just like that? 2.5 hours. Koei Games love you just as much as you love them, yeah. Hey, Dungeon 7, 2 more to go. You gotta beat this before I get off stream today. The storms are afraid. That's hilarious. Yeah, you got 5 minutes, Slasher, so you can do it. Okay, we're making it pretty far, so I'm going to go ahead and save. Yeah, look at that. No. Oh, just when I was about to say it. We don't talk about storms. Same month and year. Maybe there is a thing with storm frequency getting worse over time. Like they built in climate change in like 1994 or whenever this came out. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Sarge, thanks for the reminder to about the kiddos. I appreciate that. Good looking out. I was saying yesterday, y'all don't have to worry about my timing. I need to be better at my timing. The good news is my wife is off work around 3, so it's great. Right now we get to spend the afternoons together as a family, so that's why I'm really not active online. Plus, it's hard to think about being active online these days, at least for me, you know? Some random guy pops into my chat and calls me xenophobic. I'm like, ugh, why am I investing so much of my time into the online world? That's how I feel sometimes. So, but that afternoon getting away from the internet, all that to say, you folks don't need to remember. I just want you to come in here and relax. and not worry about anything. That's the kind of vibe that I want to have in here. And you know, we'll chit chat about fun stuff and have the occasional argument. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm on Twitter, so I know what you're talking about. I was on Blue Sky until I was chased out of there, so it's not a platform specific thing. It is a thing across all platforms that I've used. There was a guy who I got into an argument with on Facebook a couple of years ago because he didn't like that we didn't have Horizon Forbidden West on our Game of the Year award thing at this, you know, quiet little blog. And so he decided he would break into my account and start spreading around pictures of me and my family. So this is not at all a platform specific thing. There are some of the worst people I've ever met in my life are on Blue Sky. Some of the worst people I've ever met in my life are on Facebook. Some of the worst people I've ever met in my life are on X. Yeah. Oh, that was a misanthropic jerk. It came from Twitter. Is that a real account? Or it looked like a bot account with the numbers and stuff like that. I don't know. Do you know who they are? Or what? Hey, we got a Vagabond Sailor here. Let's see. You have a knack for intuition. So a knack for intuition is what? Bookkeeping? Social media can be toxic. There you go. Yeah. I think, like, I've never had any of those experiences with people in real life. Like, I've had arguments with people in real life. I've had bad experiences with people in real life, for sure. But I've never met anybody who, in real life, grabbed photos of me and started throwing them around with my kids. Like, I've never met anybody in real life who, you know, sent me, like, a death threat to my face. But I've only received death threats online. And, you know, people sending me DMs that say KYS or images of people cutting themselves and stuff like that. All that horrible anonymous stuff is very much social media-esque. Yeah, it's what access to social media is cultivated. They talked about my Twitter. Oh, because I didn't see all the comments that were blocked. I didn't, so... fortunately too, like, I don't need to see that crap. So I appreciate you looking out and just taking care of it. Bookkeeping is a skill. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know most of these people probably couldn't even hold a conversation in real life. Never mind come up with a witty quip about Nomura hitting you with a jewel case. But yeah, it's weird to me that, again, like I'd mentioned, it's weird that people are that bored. So with Antonio Pintado, why don't we see about his sailing skill? And because I really want Enrico. No, 4? Oh my gosh. That's 8. That's not too bad. I might put up with that, and then we can have Enrico back on our bookkeeping. There we go. How are we looking for sailors? We still okay? Yeah, we're still alright. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've met a lot of them. Not friends in real life, but I've met a lot of people who are chronically online in real life, and you can tell, you know, and no social skills, no ability to hold a conversation, nothing but intense feelings about products that they didn't create themselves. That's exactly it. And it reminds me of that MGS2, you know, people finding their truths in their own little ponds and their private, you know, gated communities. That's exactly what we see now with the multitude of different platforms. Same thing risks happening with Discord, right? So there's the whole thing with Discord and their stupid idea to, have you do the age verification and stuff like that. And then it's like, okay, so what are the not Discords that we could go to? Well, we could go to this not Discord or that not Discord. Eventually that splinters into other political or religious or cultural little pawns. And that's exactly what we saw with X. And anonymity definitely does make people do stuff they wouldn't do normally, for sure. So every country hates you now? Well done. Well done. I wonder what other sort of like repercussions that has. Let's see who this is. Italian. We'll let them go. Not trying to pick a fight with Italy or anything. You trolled in game. You've achieved your life's work in New Horizons. Well done. See, and this was the big thing when I was playing Uncharted Waters. You were trying to coach me to play like Mr. Temper, and I did not want to play like Mr. Temper. There were negatives for that I did not want to. I didn't want to walk that path. I like this game in that it has different characters that, like, sure, you could play them any way you want, but they've kind of got prescribed motivations, goals, things like that. Well, I'm glad you like playing like yourself the way that you like to play. People should be free to play how they want to play. I think that's really good. And it is admirable that an admiral in this game can play however they want to. Can mess around. I'm looking forward to a Catalina playthrough. I would love to be as brutal as possible. Just completely do the pirate thing. Playing as either me or drunk me? Boom, boom, boom. Plus, you could always just rush anybody and do a duel. So, because I know you can afford the Crusader stuff. Did you get the Crusader equipment yet? And by the way, I've said this too. Anybody else that wants to play along with us, Ravaging Justice and Mr. Temper have got active games going on Uncharted Waters New Horizons. You can find it on Nintendo Switch Online. It's probably the easiest way to access it. As far as this version, is the PC version available on like GOG or Steam or anything like that? Sorry to joke, but there's so many people like that. I mean, I guess that's the joke, isn't it? There are a lot of people like that. So where'd you find the Crusader armor? It's Naples and Timbuktu? That do be the joke, yeah. There are, that was a frustrating thing with a couple games that I've streamed. One that starts with the letter Q. It's always enjoyable when people tell you that you're playing the game wrong. That's always fun. Makes for a great time. Oh yeah, glass beads that I bought for $3 here for 99. So let me get everything on one ship as much as I can. Ports around Italy. So that's the one in Naples. So you need to go to Timbuktu. It is the river on the west side of Africa. You got to follow that up to get to Timbuktu. Grounds for immediate banning. Yes, and I haven't done much of that here. I mean, maybe we should. Maybe we should be more intense about stuff like that. I don't know. You got a point. There we go. Just push that there. Dump this off. Yeah, it's a good argument for being a little more strict about stuff like that. Hang on. Oh, it's got 40 left. I got it. If I can get this onto 2 ships, sweet. But I don't think I can. No. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just sell as is. We'll go from there. I appreciate it, Major Rage. Generally, my approach has always been just let that roll off your back. Unless somebody's gonna like spam insults, then they can get banned. But if somebody's just gonna be a little bit annoying, then they could be annoying, and I'll just ignore them. Sometimes, too, my personality, like I like picking on them if they're gonna be annoying. I'll rise to the occasion. Yeah, Timbuktu. West coast of Africa. There's a little there's a river that goes in there. If I watch someone play a game intimately familiar with a button and lip can be hard. Oh, and I get it too. There's a lot of people who really want to provide advice. There's a different level too. Like, I'm very forgiving towards people who come in, offer advice, and don't necessarily know that I don't want that offered in that moment. Or that I'm saying, you know, this is like a first blind playthrough or no hand holding, whatever. And then it's different if somebody is like chronically like being a jerk about, hey, you're playing this game wrong, or, you know, why can't you do that right? Did you even read the manual? Like, very condescending about it. That's a whole different level. Like, I don't think I've ever thought of you as condescending, Sarge, at all. But yeah, fine line between helping and backseating. If there's a kind of arrogance level to it, then that's really what I don't care for. All right, let's go ahead and sell some stuff. This will sell from here first. Oh yeah, get ready. Get ready. That's still a lot. And then the next lot will sell all the way up at the top. Yeah, because we're starting to lose significant monies now. It is fun. And you know what? Like, I think that this kind of playthrough of series of RPGs, I really want to invite people to play along too. And I get everybody else has got things to play, but yeah, I think that would be really fun to kind of share that experience. Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. Now I should be able to ask Mombasa. Okay, so we'll stop there. I don't remember which one that is. No, Culamane. We'll keep going. Mozambique. Yeah, the feeling of powerlessness. No, I know. I've picked up on that too from chat. I think it would be frustrating, like trying to watch your kid park a car when you know how to park a car, and you just want to reach over and grab the wheel, but you can't. Right? It's that same sort of frustration, I imagine. I don't watch much gaming content in general, YouTube or other streamers or anything like that. So I don't really interact too much along those lines of like, oh, I could help. So I don't understand it from that perspective. But I do understand that analogy with children. If the event's not triggering on your save file, oh my gosh, it is. And we could test a couple things while we're down here. I could invest in a bunch of different ports. What are your stats looking like there for the investment stat, the piracy stat, and the adventuring stat? Because my investment stat is still pretty low. So I'm at 1480. My piracy stat is real high. I mean, 5 digits. And then my adventuring stat has been super high for a long time. So I know it's not those two. Okay. So you're at 36,000 for adventuring? Wow. So reading other guides, it sounds like other people didn't have this issue. But it is a poor first impression, that's for sure. I did sell off, and that's a shame because so much of this has been really good. But unfortunately, this has been a definite roadblock. Okay. Okay. I think the hard thing is, and I mentioned this previously, anytime a game tells you to wait and there's no real semblance of like, okay, how do I trigger this so that we get out of the waiting status? If you don't know that's not very fun. No, that's true. That's true. I would hate to do that. Like, I really don't want to abandon this playthrough with Joao. I mean, I want to think that we're pretty far along. Spanish merchants. Well, we don't like the Spanish, so we'll go ahead and attack them. Vicente Piñata. Oh, so you got it. You went to the guild in Massawa. Wait, so it triggered while you were in Massawa? That's messed up. Why didn't it trigger with a cafe in a Middle Eastern port? That's a very hyper-specific trigger. I don't like that. That's going in the book. No, just kidding. I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but I feel like I should mention that. It is something that really slowed down this playthrough. So we'll do this duel. I don't know that I saved. Shoot. Oh man, that level 9 thrust attack that just wiped him out first turn, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Got a scimitar, so I'm guessing that's lashing. Oh no. What the hey? Maybe he won't parry it. Oh, he didn't. Alright, you're dead. Take that, Vicente. Yeah, nobody that I saw mentioned a guild in Massawa, so that's pretty strange. A malachite box, that's cool. I don't think I want any of these ships, so we'll just let that be its own thing. Oops. One more. We'll just let those be. Oh, there's raisins. I don't care. I really just want this event to trigger. You know what would be crazy is if there was like a thunderstorm right now in real life and it shut off all the electricity in my house and then I turned on the Super Nintendo again and my save was gone. That would be the ultimate middle finger from this game. Because it would obviously be the one that sent the storm. There we go. Well, I saw online said the guild in Massawa is a step after the cafe. And yeah, so I mean, I went to other cafes and I never got a single event to trigger in another port in the Middle East. So we'll see if it triggers for me. This is typically what I got. All we can do is wait. Let me go to the guild. Once we get to the next day. I'll go ahead and save right here. Okay. Guild is this. Yeah, I got nothing. So it didn't work for me. Let me go check. Let me check another nearby. Now, Justice, you said that your investment score was lower than mine, but your adventure score was higher. What is this? Flaming bird flew into our fleet. Oh, that's nice. The last of the ships caught on fire. Okay. So does that just damage a ship or what? Pele, Maui, Laka, Hina, Manu. Alright, well I saved in town anyway. Let me just get to another port and see. So I've never had the mermaids or sirens. I've never had them. We did. That's my first time with, I guess, a phoenix. But I had a St. Elmo's fire once. It didn't wreck a ship, if I recall. Okay, and then I'm just gonna check every single place in here. Do you actually have to talk to the vendor, or does it trigger when you enter? Yeah, I didn't know about the phoenix at all, actually. Right, but I'm talking about visiting another Middle Eastern port, right? For that whole thing that we're attempting to trigger, where you visit a shop in another Middle Eastern port. So it didn't trigger for you at all, because that's what we were looking for yesterday. But I'm not getting anything at all. I could drop some money into these places to just try and get my my rating up, but I'm really not seeing anything. Okay, that's so weird. Let's see. So when I land in port, it should trigger. Nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. So I don't know. Is it a specific? Is there a specific NPC or a specific port that I'm supposed to land at? The guildmaster here? I did talk to him. I don't think he had anything specific to say about the staff. It just gave me the generic, we'll just have to wait a little longer. Just keep entering these shops and then go to the guild afterwards. Okay. They just want you to hear this music. Have you heard the Turkish forces have moved in to attack the port of Masala? So I randomly had to go to the shipyard. Why? Like, why did that do it? Okay, but I am going to reset anyway because I lost a whole ship. So we'll get this to trigger tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah. That's pretty dumb. I gotta run though. I've been on here for 3 hours again. I am triggered. A little bit, yeah. At least it happened. So we'll have to get it to do this again tomorrow. I guess just randomly walking into any old building in Masala will do it. Yeah, but tomorrow we'll get that figured out. Cause y'all are using this music, the Turks are like, ah! Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, no idea. No idea what that's all about. Oh boy. Okay. Well, a time was had. That's all I can say about that. As a time was had, I need to mute this so I can... Not that. That. There we go. Oh, you got Judith's mom? Okay, so tomorrow we'll have to see if we can actually get this to like do it all over again. Because I don't know if it really will. It may not. It's just the way it is in life, I guess. So I don't see anybody on that I super recognize or anything. Thanks for everybody being here. I appreciate you very much. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.